Nuke Studio is the tool that really takes Nuke's compositing system to the next level. Nuke Studio sits at the top of our Nuke range and combines VFX, editorial and finishing in one single integrated application.
Before, you're using 5 programs to do one thing, but with Studio you can just do it all in one application. It's like your go-to toolkit.
Nuke Studio has a full online editing toolkit. So we've got all the familiar editing tools, so your razor tool and your slip and slide. We also have a series of effects called soft effects that you can apply directly in the timeline. So this is stuff like, well, maybe you need to do a pan and scan, or maybe you need to push in on one of the shots. What we can do is apply these soft effects directly in the timeline, and they're just like normal Nuke nodes, but in real time in the GPU directly in the timeline.
I've been waiting a long time for a program that has the power of a full nodal compositor, but also has the ability to hit play and have something happen. And we have that now.
You can now, in Nuke Studio, have the kind of full timeline. So there's times where, from the smoke, we'll pop back into Nuke, and now we won't have to. We can just keep the whole product, the whole commercial in Nuke Studio, and just work right there.
It's all about efficiency. Why use 5 programs when you can use one that does it very well.
We also have a built-in render farm, so you can add extra boxes under your desk or in the machine room to speed up the rendering process, again, both for rendering out the comps and rendering out the final timeline. But the real power comes when you want to collaborate with other artists to get the job done faster. Any one of the shots that's been put into the timeline, you can share that out with other artists. It's not all locked in. And then you can make notes on them. You can make annotations on the screen. You can go backwards and forwards and keep reviewing until you get that final timeline that you're happy with. So it's a very fluid way of working.
It's like the Swiss Army knife of visual effects. It sort of does it all, which is really cool.
There's other applications that have individual pieces that are represented in Studio, but having them all under the one roof in the one box makes it more than the sum of its parts. There are other timelines, but they don't have deep support. There's other 3D systems, but they don't have a timeline. There's other roto tools, but they don't have comprehensive color support. But having everything in the one box at the one time means that you can build things that you couldn't in any other application.
It's a game changer. It's going to change a way a lot of people do their work and create their films.